Hello everybody, welcome back to Raz and Yoga Online. Today we're going to do a full-length HIIT Pilates session, your fave. Okay, so all you're going to need is a mat or some space, some comfy clothes, and make sure you have some water because you'll definitely need it. And if you get super sweaty, you might want a towel as well. So, today, as always, with our HIIT Pilates, we're going to put a few different sets of exercises together. One is a high intensity bodyweight exercise and one is a lower intensity Pilates exercise, and we do them back to back for a little bit. We're going to start off with a warm up and then we'll get into it. So making sure you've got everything. We're going to start by coming down to all fours. Spread your fingers out wide, press down through your knuckles. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, start to lift your knees up, come to a downward dog. And ease your way into it, pedal through your feet, find a little bit of movement. Drop your head a little closer towards the mat. And then we're going to slide through to a high plank, shoulders over wrists. And then press back. Sliding forwards. And press back. Sliding forwards, going a little further with each movement each time, and back, and forwards, and back. Nice, this time coming forwards, hold it here in your high plank. Now we're going to go for some mountain climbers. Reasonably slow to start, squeezing these in towards your chest, tummy's in, a little bit faster. And go for a run. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, lower your knees down, and sit back in your child's pose for a moment, forehead down to the mat, take a little rest, good start. Okay, from here we can come up to all fours again, tuck your toes under, lifting knees and hips, downward dog. From here, right leg comes up towards the ceiling as high as you can. And then we're going to bend that knee in towards the chest, slide forward into that plank. So pressing back and sliding forward. Squeeze that knee in, and back, and forward, and back, and forward. 4 more. Beautiful, switch sides. The left leg comes up and slide it forward and back, nice and high. 8, 5, 2 more, and last one, and lower down. Beautiful. From here we're going to swing your legs around, swing them out in front of you. Bring them about hip distance apart, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And you're welcome to bend your knees a little bit if that helps. Arms out to the side, take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to reach your right fingertips to your left little toe. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, left fingertips, right little toe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going like this, reaching a little further past that little toe each time. Coming back through that tall back. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and one more for good measure. Keep it even and relax. Nice work. Last one before we get into it. You're going to come down onto your tummy. Okay, we're going to send your arms out to the side. You can lift your chest up a little if that's more comfortable, but try and get it reasonably flat. From here, you're going to pick up your right foot. We're going to put it down on the left side of your body. See if you can touch the floor, and then we come back through center. Pick up the left foot, put it down on the right side, touch the floor and come up, and back, right to left, left to right. A bit hard, I'm too close to the wall. Hand up, right to left. The closer you can get your toe to the hand, the better. Left to right. Nice work. Once more each side. And relax. Alright, pushing up and sit back in your child's pose for a moment. Take a little rest. Getting ready for our HIIT Pilates. If you haven't already, I'd recommend chucking some music on while you do this. I have a bunch of playlists on my Spotify that you can use, so make sure you check that out. I'll leave a link in the description of this video for it. Okay, so once you've got your tune set up, your space set up, water is nearby, hopefully you're feeling a little bit warm, we can get into it. Alright, the first exercise, we're going to be doing a transfer of weight for your high intensity and mixing that with roll-ups, a Pilates exercise. So for the transfer of weight, we're going to start standing on one leg, other leg is pointed out to the side, and arms are going to go up above your head. From here we're going to take a big step, bend down the knees, and come up on the other side. So I'm going to go around and up. Nice. So big step, around and up. Around and up. Now the most important part is that transfer of weight. So we want to make sure all the weight goes across to the one leg and then all the weight goes onto the other. So you're not resting down on that toe. Yeah? Make sure you go all the way over. Okay, we're mixing that with your roll-up. So we're going to lie down. And I will give you 5 seconds in between each one to change positions. Arms up above your head, legs out long. We take an inhale, lift your head and arms up. Exhale, we're trying to sit up. You can use your hands or grab hold of the backs of the legs if you need to. Inhale, fold forwards. And exhale, slowly lowering back down. One vertebra at a time. So inhale, we lift up a little. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, fold. And exhale, back down. Arms come up. Nice. So remembering, in your HIIT exercise, you want to move reasonably fast, you want to in the high intensity. But when it comes to the Pilates, you don't have to move fast at all. You can take it slow, catch your breath, just try and find that good technique with your Pilates exercises. Alright, let's give it a go. Let me get the timer up. We're doing 30 seconds of each with 5 seconds to change in between, and we're going to do 4 sets. Alright, here we go. Get ready, get steady for your transfer of weight. Turn the volume up. Here we go, down and transfer all the weight over. So you can lift that leg up off the ground if it helps to remind you to keep the weight off that toe. Nice, making sure the knees go out over your toes with each deep bend and coming up. So with this one, we're moving reasonably fast and we're trying to, come down. Try and keep moving the whole time. Legs out, arms up, we lift up a little. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, fold forwards. Exhale, lower down. So now we can slow down. Slow down the mind, slow down the heart rate. But keep moving the whole time. Even if it's really slow, that's perfectly fine. Almost better in some cases. So long as you keep moving as much as you can. Hopping up. Getting ready. And here we go. So remember, you can stop and take a little break to get a drink at any time if you need. Making sure you get that nice transfer of weight. Arms going nice and big. Big plie in between. Nice big bend. Knees out wide. And coming down. slow it down now. Here we go. This is a fluid movement. You never quite stop. It's all the same pace. There's no jumps or jolts. As much as you can. Extra challenge, see if you can keep your heels down on the floor as you do this. Lengthening your exhales in the Pilates exercise. It's going to help you catch your breath. Getting ready? Here we go. Past halfway now. If you want breathing for this, exhale as you go down, inhale as you come up. Turn those feet out a little bit, knees out wide. And coming down. Lengthen those exhales, here we go. Long exhale. Hopping up, last time. Here we go, and down. Keep moving, keep the movement nice and big. As you get tired, remember to transfer that weight all the way over. Alright, coming down last time. Here we go. Lengthen that exhale. And relax. We are done.
Activity completed.
Thank you. Alright. Take a little rest, grab a drink if you need, and then we're moving on to the next one. Alrighty, next one. We're going to do, for your high intensity, a plank walkout with a 5-second hold in the plank. And for your Pilates exercise, we're going to do some toe taps. So, for your plank walkout, coming to one end of your mat. Lots of room in front of you. We're going to breathe in, arms come up. As we breathe out, we fold forwards. Breathing in, we're going to walk your hands out to that high plank. And we're holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And walk your hands back. And then coming up, and we fold down again. So each time, holding it for 5 seconds, try and make sure you get that nice alignment in the plank, so hips in line with shoulders, and making sure that shoulders are stacked over the top of your wrists. We're setting that with your toe tap, so we're going to come down onto your back. Legs come to tabletop position, head is down, so knees directly above hips, shins parallel to the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we lower one toe down. Inhale, we lift it up. Exhale, lower the other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Nice. So to make it easier, you can lower them down closer towards your body. To make it harder, send them out further away. And we want to make sure that that lower back stays pressing down on the mat the whole time. So we don't want the tummy to poke up and there to be a gap under your back. You want to keep it tucked under and pressing down to make sure your core is engaged and your back is protected. Alright, are you ready? Let's give it a go. Hopping up, getting ready for your plank walkouts. Here we go, arms up, and we fold. Walking out, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, walk back, and coming up, and down. 5, 3, 2, 1, and back. Nice, trying to make the movements other than the plank that you're holding reasonably quick. Beautiful, come down. Toe taps, getting ready. Lower back down, here we go. Keep that lower back pressing down. Remember, this is your time to catch your breath. Keep that core engaged. Get working hard. And if you can, try not to put too much weight down in that toe. It's just tapping. Like standing up. Here we go. Make sure you get that alignment. And coming down, toe taps. Here we go. Lower back down. Tummy drawing in. Control your breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Light taps, not heavy. Remember, to make it easier, toes come down closer. To make it harder, send them back further away. Coming up. Halfway. Here we go. And coming down. Toe taps. Squeeze tummy in. Out through the mouth, in through the nose. And hopping up last time. Here we go. And coming down. Last ones. Here we go, toe taps. See, it's the last set. See if you can send those toes out a little further away. Doing really well. Lengthen those exhales. And relax. Well done. Alright, take a little rest.
Activity completed.
Grab a drink and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, this is the third set of 5. So After this one, we'll be halfway there. We're going to do your high intensity as some star jumps, and keeping with the star theme, your Pilates exercise, we're going to do some star abs. So for the star jumps, you probably all know them. We're jumping out and jumping back in. Arms go up and back in. If you're not comfortable with the jump, you can just step out and in, making sure you step either side each way and really making a nice big movement, especially with your arms stretching to the end of your reach. For your star abs, that's what we're doing. Okay, we're going to sit on the mat, knees in, we lean back, we make a star, and then we come back in. So toes can touch the ground. Star and in. If you want harder, arms up. Ugh, it's so much harder. So the lower you go, the harder it's going to be because you have to sit back up. And again, arms can come up or out to the side to make it a little more tricky. Okay, let's do it. I have a feeling this might be the toughest one yet. The other two weren't too bad for me, but we'll see how we go with this. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for your star jumps or steps. Here we go. Nice big arms. Nice and fast. And if you're not jumping, touch and in. Making sure you alternate legs. Okay, back down, sitting. Getting ready for your star abs. Here we go. Star and in. Nice, keep your core engaged, sinking down into that lower back. Remember, the lower you go, the harder it is, so to make it easier, a little bit of a small movement, higher up. Alright, back up. Star jumps, here we go. Keep breathing. Stay up on your toes. Landing with bent knees. And down. Star abs. Here we go. Slow down. Maybe hold it there for a moment. Lengthen those exhales. Doesn't have to be fast. Keep those legs going. And back up. Oh, it's the getting up and getting down that's the hardest bit. Doing well. And down. Definitely getting puffed. Here we go. Lengthen those exhales. And up last time. Here we go. If your shins are getting sore when you do this because you're up on your toes, turn your feet out a little bit. When you land, bend your knees and press your heels down. So it's more like this. Getting heels to touch the ground. Looks a little weird, but it can help if your shins are getting sore. Alright, coming down. Last time. Here we go. And relax. Nice work.
Activity completed.
Alright, little rest, grab a drink, and we'll move on to number 4. Past halfway, doing really well. Alrighty, set number 4. We're going to do, for your high intensity, a plank with alternate arm and leg lifting. And for your Pilates, we're doing a supine twist. So, for the planks, we're going to come to, you can either do it on your knees, making sure that you're almost in a straight line from your shoulders down to your knees. So we're not letting shoulders go further back than wrists. Keep hips forward. You can do it up in a full plank. You can do it down on your elbows if your wrists get sore in the full plank. Or you can do this just from all fours if it's too much. So choose whichever one you'd like to do. You can change between them throughout if you'd like. What we're going to do is lift one leg up and the opposite arm up. So right arm, left leg, and down. Right leg, left arm, and down. From plank, you're lifting up. Oh, so hard. Up and down. If it's too much to lift arms and legs, you can just lift the legs or just lift the arms. Find a version of this that works for you. And remember, this is your high intensity, so you want it to be pretty challenging, but not so challenging that you won't be able to do the full 30 seconds each time. So once you've got that, the Pilates exercise, when you come down on your back, arms out to the side, legs in tabletop, knees above hips. Take a deep breath in, belly squeezing in, lower back pressing down. And as you exhale, we're going to lower both knees over to the right. So you feel your left shoulder is about to lift up, then stop. Take an inhale and come back up. Exhale down to the left till you feel right shoulder is about to lift, stop. Inhale, come back up. So exhale as you go down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. So the aim is to keep those shoulders pressing down into the floor the whole time. You don't want them to lift up as you twist. Yeah, I'll tell you more later. Okay, so once you've worked out what you're going to do for that, if you want to make that one harder, you can straighten it so we can go down, straighten one leg and come up, or you can do it with straight legs. So choosing whichever one you want to do. Again, you can chop and change between them, up to you. Okay, let's do it. Getting ready for your plank, whatever variation of that you are doing. I'm going to do your knees down to start. Here we go. So opposite arm and leg, and down. Keep the core on. Keep shoulders over wrists and hips down if you're in a full plank, forwards if you're in the half, or if you're in all fours, making sure the tummy is engaged so that you're not feeling that dip down through your back. You're going to keep the core engaged. So the legs shouldn't come up higher than your hips. Okay, lying down, arms out to the side. Here we go. Keep those shoulders down. Making sure that each time you come back through center, the lower back is still pressing down, but also check those knees aren't creeping up towards your chest like mine were. Press them out. All right, back to your plank. Whichever version you'd like to do. Keep that core on. Oh, that's the same. Oh, it's hard work, this one. Keep going whichever version you like. Right. Lying down. Here we go. And coming up. I've lost track of how many we've done. Here we go. If you're struggling to do the arms and the legs, just do legs, lifting up and down, up and down, or do it from any of the plank positions. Find a version that works for you for this. Keep that core on, keep moving the whole time. And onto your back. I wonder how many we've got. Hopefully you're keeping track. Remember, slow down the breathing here. No longer aiming for speed, but accuracy. Technique. Keep pressing those shoulders down into the floor. And coming up. Here we go. This must be the last one. You got this, nearly there. Here we go, last time. Supine twist. And relax. Whew, my legs are sore.
Activity completed.
Thank you. All right, little rest and then the last one. Here we go. All right, you guys, last set. So we're going to do for your high intensity a sumo squat pulse, and then we're going to do for your Pilates a side plank dipper, making sure you alternate sides each time. So for your squat pulses, we're going to spring legs out nice and wide, turn them out a little bit, then bending your knees, making sure your knees go out over toes, so we don't want to see them rocking forwards, see them pressing back. So in line with the second toe if we can. So nice and low, and we're going to pulse like this, up and down. Hands in front of the chest or out hips, whatever. Just don't put your hands down on your legs. You want to be able to hold yourself up here, and we're going to keep pulsing like this. Okay? We're going to put that with your side plank dipper. So coming down to your right side first, on your elbow, making sure your elbow is underneath your shoulder. Couple of different options for the side plank. So you can start with the bottom knee bent and the top leg straight when we lift up. You can do bottom leg straight, top leg bent, and it comes over the top and presses down. Or you can do both legs straight, stacked on top of each other, or one foot in front of the other, and lifting hips up, whatever works for you. So we're going to lift the hips up, hand comes to the hip, we lower them halfway, and then lift back up. Halfway, and lift. Halfway, lift. Nice. Now watch that elbow, it's going to try and probably creep up, so try and keep it directly underneath you the whole time, and really use those abs, use your obliques. Are going to be what's working this side of your abs. Alright, hopefully you're ready to go. Last one, then we'll have a stretch, and then you're done. Woo. Alright, here we go. Getting into that nice wide position, squatting down, and pulse. So a little movement up and down. See if you can think about picking up the instep, pressing down through the little toe, sending those knees back behind you. We do this by tucking the tail under and engaging your glutes. It's going to help turn out from your hips to help those knees press back rather than letting them fall in. If you find that your knees are falling in, just turn your feet in a little so that they match a bit better. Alright, coming into your right side, elbow underneath, shoulder, and little dips with whichever version you like. Keep going. And hopping up, good work. Getting into that squat position. So like I was saying, if you're finding that you're out like this and your knees keep falling forward, turn them in a bit, bend a bit differently, and same thing, okay? Whatever works for you, making sure you've got that nice alignment that's going to help protect your knees, ankles, and hips as you do this exercise. Keep that little movement happening. Don't hold still. Keep moving. Try not to straighten your legs the whole time. Alright, coming into the left side this time. Oh, here we go. Try and do the same version of whichever plank version you're doing on both sides. Watch that underneath elbow. Reconnect with your breath while you're here. Work those obliques. Coming up, halfway. Here we go. So for us to be a sumo squat, we kind of want your ankles to be underneath your knees. So if you're like this and your knees are going out of your toes, make it a little bit wider so they kind of go straight down. That's what makes the sumo part of it. Keep pulsing. Oh, starting to burn. Keep going. And onto your right side. Off we go. Focus on that technique. Watch where that elbow is, don't let it creep up or down. Pressing up out of your shoulder. Keep your core engaged. Nice, coming up. Last time. Big wide squat, off we go. Keep those little pulses. Breathing through it. And coming down the left side last time. Here we go. And relax. That's it.
Activity completed.
Thank you, friend. Alright, well done guys. We're going to have a quick stretch to finish up and then you can go about your day. So, to start off with, legs out in front, we're going to bend up the right knee, send it out to the side, flexing left foot. Take an inhale, sit up tall, arms come up, and exhale, we fold forwards, reaching for your toes. Holding here, breathing slowly. And bring both hands across to the other side, so the left side of your left leg, reaching that way. Should feel a stretch through that right side of your lower to middle back, maybe the right hip a little as well. And coming back, we're going to come up, bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand comes down behind you, and we're looking over back shoulder, gentle twist. Alright, from here, your right hand's going to come up behind you, so backhand. And we're reaching up and over towards the left foot, coming to a side bend. And then coming up, plant that hand down behind you and take an inhale when you come up onto your bent knee. Hips up, reaching your left arm up over your head for a variation of wild cling pose. And then coming back down, we're going to switch sides, so send your right leg out, bend your left knee up, send it out to the side, flexing right foot. Inhale, we sit up tall, exhale, folding forwards. And then reaching both hands across towards the right side, feeling that stretch in the left side of your back, maybe left hip. And coming up, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, looking over left shoulder, a little twist. And then left hand comes up, reaching towards your right foot, side bend. And then coming up, plant that hand down behind you, and we're coming up onto your left knee, the bent knee, hips forward, right arm up. And and lower yourself back down and relax. Alrighty, feel free to stretch out any other areas that you feel you need to cool down through. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this workout with me. I certainly did, and I'll hopefully see you next time. So thank you, and see you later.